This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Bello Maasaba is a faith healer in Nigeria. And
I love this guy.
I know. He's in the news because he currently has 86 wives. He's been married 107 times. And he has, oh God, when I read about this, I kind of feel sad for him, but he has 185 kids. 133 of them are still living.
All right, so let's think about this. First of all, this guy for the win, okay? Faith healers, massive win. Second of all, he has outlived, let's do the math on it real quick, 52 of his kids. That's amazing, man.
He's 86 years old, and his youngest wife is 19. This is the Hugh Hefner of Nigeria, except he doesn't use protection and has kids.
Man, get it. That's amazing. Now, look, this is all voluntary. Every woman that they interviewed was like, oh, he's the best. I love him. He's fantastic.
No, it's amazing because the fundamentalists in Nigeria told him, look, you need to divorce all of your wives except for 4. You're allowed to keep 4 of them, okay?
Are they not merciful?
Because under Sharia law, you're not allowed to have more than 4 wives. And he absolutely refused to do it. So what did they do? The authorities threw him in jail. And he was there, I think it was for about 22 days. And his wives started protesting. They're like, no, free him. So finally, they're like, all right, let's let him go.
22 of his wives were protesting. 11 of them were pregnant. He's got 11 pregnant wives at the same time. This is like the greatest player in the history of the world. Okay? I mean, this guy, all he does is crush. Every single day he's crushing. So they get to wife number 57, right? And the judge is like, no mas. I can't take it anymore. Every single wife is like, he's the best. He's awesome. We love living with him, etc.
He takes good care of us. He kills a cow every day and feeds us.
Dude's killing cows, man.
What more
He's
could you
slaying
want?
chicks and killing cows. What more do you want? He's probably putting together an epic bacon. No, well, he's Muslim, so he wouldn't do that. But okay, and he's providing for everybody. And the judge was like, "Okay, all right, dude, let him go.
Right.
Man."
He has over 5,000 people in his clan because, of course, he's had kids, and then his kids have had kids. There are 5,000 people that are related to him in that area.
Here's another amazing part of it. So where did he get all the money, right? He's a faith healer.
Now, this is where the story gets disastrous, though, in my opinion. Okay? Because he says that he's had divorces, and the reason why he's had divorces is because he feels like his wives or his ex-wives were not obedient. What did they do to not be obedient?
What's wrong with that?
They went to doctors when their kids got sick instead of going to him for him to be the faith healer.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That's where it gets dicey. And he says, now that's not the only reason that he has divorced some of his wives, but it's always the same reason, being disobedient. We can't have that, okay? With that, we're having fun with. But the fact that he's a faith healer, he says if you're disobedient in that way and you take the kids to the hospital, he says those kids are going to die anyway, okay? That's super cheesy. And he made the money from like all the superstitious people in that country going to him thinking that he's going to go blue, 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 and that they're going to be healed, which they got bad news coming their way, okay? That's not how you're going to get healed. In fact, you'll probably get more sick if you don't actually go get medicine and go to a hospital, right?
Right.
So, okay, all right, I hear you. That part of the story is a little disastrous. But, can I enjoy the rest of it?
Yeah, you're allowed.
Okay, thank you. Is she not merciful? Okay. And look, they asked him, how do you go through with the sex? I mean, like, how do you keep all of them satisfied?
How do you keep it up? Oh,
right.
boy.
Yeah. And he's like, look, go ask them if they're satisfied. I've never left, every single one of them satisfied.
Yeah, he said, no, I love his quote.
You got to give the guy a lot of credit, man.
Yeah, if they were unsatisfied, they would leave me. But they haven't. So,
But
I love that quote. That's great.
Oh, he used to marry wives like every couple of months. He'd be like, oh, that one, that's cool. And obviously some of these women are going because
they're desperate.
Yeah, I mean, keep it real, okay?
They need someone to take care of
Don't
them.
be a downer, but keep it real. Okay?
Some of them are widowed, they have kids of their own.
And look, the guy provides. He provides, okay.
He
and
kills
you know
the
what?
cows.
And he doesn't bother you that much. He has sex with you like once every couple of years probably, given the situation, you know what I'm saying? And you hang out in a compound and get cows all day long, right? So everybody's a winner, right? But he started getting so rich, he started marrying girls every couple of weeks. Yeah. Come on. World's greatest guy. Who doesn't want to, honestly, put aside all the faith healer crazy, who doesn't want to be that guy? Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT, free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.